Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be covering various Python packages for IoT. Guys, I have uploaded complete IoT subject tutorials. I'll provide that link in description. You can watch from there. If you are watching this video for the first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Guys, IoT device contains sensors and controllers. With the help of Python packages, these sensors and controllers will collect data and then they will communicate with other devices or servers over the internet. So Python provides many packages. With the help of these packages, IoT device can communicate with other devices or servers over the internet. Generally, communication is happened by sharing data. These are most commonly used Python packages for IoT. And the first one is JSON. The JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. Normally, IoT device will store data in JSON format. After storing data in JSON format, the data is transferred to other devices or servers or any other applications. And the JSON is very easy for humans to read and it is easy for machines to understand. This JSON is used in IoTs, web servers and mobile applications and also cloud platforms. And when compared to XML, JSON is very easy to understand. So JSON is lighter and simpler when compared to XML. Okay, JSON will store data in two basic formats. And the first one is name value pair, where data is stored in the form of names and values. This is name and this is value. And JSON will also store data in the form of list of ordered values like red, green, blue, etc. in the form of list. It is same like Python list, where we will store multiple values in square brackets. JSON is important in IoT because IoT device will send sensor data to other devices in JSON format, like what is temperature, humidity, location, etc. in the form of JSON format. Whenever server receives this JSON data, then server will store the data and then server will process the data. JSON is also used to serialize. That is nothing but JSON will convert normal data into transferable data. JSON is also used to deserialize. That is nothing but converting received data into readable format. This is how sensor data is stored in IoT device in JSON format. In curly braces, data is stored as name value pair. This is name and this is value. Device ID 123, temperature 28.5, humidity 65 and soil moist 420. IoT device will transfer this data to some other devices or servers with help of internet. Instead of JSON, IoT device also will store data in the form of XML format, where XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. IoT device will store and transfer data to other devices or servers using XML. Generally, XML will store data in the form of tags, where tags will represent meaning of data. But when compared to JSON, XML is more longer. So XML is used in older IoT systems. And this XML is used where strict structure is required. Same example, how to represent data in XML. Generally, XML will represent data in the form of tags. So sensors will store data in the form of XML like, so open sensor data tag, close the tag by using slash symbol. Similarly, ID, that is IoT 123 and temperature value 28.5, humidity 65 and soil moist 420. For every open tag, there is closed tag and we will represent closed tag by using backslash symbol. And this Python programming has capability to create XML document. So with help of Python programming, we can generate XML files where we can create documents, we can create elements that are nothing but tags, and we can add various elements and we can also save that XML file. And third one is HTTP library. Guys, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. By using this protocol, IoT device can access internet. For example, by using web browser, I'll send HTTP request. So, I will get HTTP response. For example, I'll send request like http://www.google.com. So, whenever I enter this URL, I'll get response. That is nothing but I can access Google website. And this HTTP library is one of the Python library. By using this library, we can send and receive data using internet. IoT device will use this HTTP library to send sensor data to server and as well as receive data from server. So, HTTP library is used for internet communication and send the sensor data to cloud and receive response from server. And this HTTP library is very important for cloud-based IoT systems. Cloud-based IoT systems are IoT devices which will work using internet. That is nothing but those IoT devices will send data to cloud. For that, they will use HTTP library. And fourth one is URL library. Guys, URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. It is one of the Python library and this library is used by IoT devices. For example, I will enter some website like http://www.google.com. We call it as URL. So URL library is one of the Python library. By using this library, we can open web pages, we can send data to websites and we can also collect data from internet. Whereas in IoT, we will use URL library in order to send sensor data to server, and by using this, IoT device will receive cloud data and IoT device can also upload data to websites. And fifth one is SMTP library. As SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. By using this protocol, IoT device can send automatic mails. As for example, there is forest fire. Then all sensors will send automatic mails to department by using SMTP library. So in IoT, SMTP library is used for alerts and notifications. If temperature becomes very high and if fire is detected or if there is any gas leakage, then automatically IoT device will send alert messages and notifications by using SMTP library.